Golfers, stop doing CrossFit. Now, before we go any further, I don't want to sound like a hater. I love CrossFit. I used to be a CrossFit coach. I was a competitive CrossFit athlete, and I still watch the CrossFit games every year when they come on. One thing I don't enjoy watching, though, is golfers ruining their golf game by doing CrossFit. Now, I know there's a lot of you out there that have no idea what CrossFit is, and some of you are actually doing it and you don't even realize, because so many trainers out there are calling their programs sports-specific or even golf-specific by just literally adding a little twist onto a CrossFit workout, literally by adding in some rotation, now calling it golf specific. CrossFit's founder, Greg Glassman, defines CrossFit as constantly varied functional movements performed at high intensity. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that methodology. And if you've ever been inside of a CrossFit class, constantly varied can feel more like random, and high intensity is usually accompanied with high volume. In this video, I'm going to talk about some of the reasons why I don't believe that golfers who are serious about improving their games do CrossFit. CrossFit is more of a general fitness program. So if you like a classroom environment, brutally hard workouts, and just want to get generally in better fitness, CrossFit is there for you. But if you really want to improve your game and lower your scores, you need a golf-specific program. Number one, lack of specificity. So if your goal is to get better at the sport of CrossFit, if you will, you should do CrossFit. But if your goal is to get out there, play your best, make it to the next level, win club championships, you need to do a golf-specific program that makes you better at the sport of golf, not at the sport of CrossFit. If you've ever watched Eastbound and Down, Kenny Powers once said, "I don't try to be the best at exercising. I play real sports." Reason number two, high risk of injury. While I do believe that CrossFit has a bad rap for high injury rates, and I do believe that that number is slightly inflated, I've been working out for 22 years, and the only times I've ever been injured or had nagging aches and pains that didn't seem to go away was doing CrossFit style workouts. One major factor that contributes to the higher injury rates in CrossFit is the complexity of some of the movements. In CrossFit, you have Olympic weightlifting and high skill gymnastics. Those are also performed under fatigue and high volume in the class, which there's no exercise that's inherently dangerous, but when you add all that together, the risk for injury is higher than usual. In a CrossFit class, you will also be competing with the person next to you. They utilize the leaderboard to see who can finish the workout the fastest, who does the most weight, and so on. While those things can be great motivators to help you push and go that extra mile, towards the end of a workout, if you are pushing really hard, your technique is probably less than stellar. The next reason golfers shouldn't do CrossFit, soreness and fatigue. I have never been as sore as I have going all out in a CrossFit workout. A little bit of soreness is all part of the plan. You should be a little sore because that is our body's way to respond and get better, so that way we come back to the next exercise better than we were before. However, if you are so sore that it hurts to touch your leg, or you have a hard time getting up and down off the toilet, you've simply done too much. And sometimes in a CrossFit program, that can be the case. Additionally, when you are doing some very high intensity workouts and with very high volume, you are going to be extremely fatigued, not only for the rest of that day, for several days to follow. And we know that as a golfer, you need to be sharp. And if you want to hit the ball far, you've got to swing fast. And if you are exhausted and fatigued from your CrossFit workout, that is simply not going to happen. The next reason, it simply takes too much time to develop certain skills in CrossFit. So again, if you've never done this, you have to do movements like Olympic lifting, clean and jerks, snatches, high skill gymnastics, muscle ups, ring dips, handstand push-ups, maybe even walking on your hands. And you don't learn how to do these in just 1 hour. You have to actually go outside of the scheduled class to do these things, practice them. And it takes years to get really good at these things, to be able to do them in an actual CrossFit workout. Where if you are a golfer, your goal is to get better at golf. You shouldn't be going into the gym, spending hours learning how to do a muscle up. You should be out on the course, learning how to fix your swing or make less 3-putts. So these are just a few things that I would prioritize over going and spending more time doing a CrossFit workout. So with all this being said, if you are a golfer and you want to get better at golf, do a golf-specific program that will enhance your mobility, strength, and increase your power so you can hit the ball farther and you have more energy to actually go play instead of just beating yourself up in a CrossFit workout. My final reason is that there is a high risk of overtraining when it comes to CrossFit. Maybe it's because you pay for a CrossFit membership and you want to take full advantage. So they offer 7 classes a week and you go to 5 or 6 of them. That's simply going to be a lot of training. And if you are hitting it really hard, then your chances of overtraining are pretty high. If your nutrition and your recovery is not totally dialed in, you are setting yourself up for a serious bout of overtraining. So you can look at overtraining in 2 different ways. That would be like in the grand scheme of a full workout program where you're just going too many days a week, or you can look at the individual workout itself. If there's something like high rep burpee box jumps or something like that, that is simply overtraining a movement that you as a golfer do not need. I could argue that golfers probably don't even need to do burpees ever. And when you do jumps and plyometric movements, you should only do a few reps at a time, because if we are training it to be like our golf swing, we only swing our driver really fast 1 at a time, not 10. You are just more interested in getting overall better shape, you enjoy a class environment and brutally hard workouts, I love CrossFit. I've just found that it does not help my golf game, and I wouldn't recommend recommend it to others. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe below. If you are looking for a golf specific program, check the description and you will see all the programs that I offer.